Good morning. So I'm going to go over this part again because it did not record it. So we are going to do that. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm not talking over that one. So I'm just going to go over it in a different color. So this one, everybody, so it's going to be, and I just left off here at B. So it's going to be right here. It says for 7. Okay, so everybody, so that one. So I'm going to use 42 for the inner quartile range and 60. So remember, the box, everybody, represents 50% of the data. So this is quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. And then on this one, if we had the end part, that would be quartile 4. Okay, so this part right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in, everybody. So this is right here. So remember, it's 1.5 times the inner quartile range minus quartile 1, everybody. And it's minus for lower. So I'm going to do 1.5 and then 60 minus 42 minus 42, because that is quartile 1, and I get negative 15. It is okay if you get a negative answer. And then for this one, for C, it says upper boundary for the B&W 3 series. So that's this one. So I have values of 28 for quartile 1 and 41 for quartile 3. So we're going to go ahead and subtract it. So 41 minus, so remember it's quartile 3 minus quartile 1 for the inner quartile range times 1.5 plus quartile 3, which is 41. So I get 60.5. Okay, on the other part that we missed, so for this one, it says you found 5 cars to go online to see the prices of the cars. So we have 7,000. So when I look at these numbers, I go, oh, they're not in order. So I'm going to put them in order first. So I put them in order from least to greatest. There's 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the median, okay, everybody, median is the middle. I always think of it as the median in the middle of the road. So if you think of a road, right? So it's that part in the middle where they have like all those bushes and things, like with the light rail. We can't go past it, right, everybody? So this is called the median. It's the middle. And we have an odd number of numbers, so our median is just going to be 5,999. If I have an even number of numbers, then I'm going to have to add, okay, the 2 middle numbers and divide by 2. Sorry, and divide by 2. Apologize, I couldn't see that. Okay, so again, median is that middle part in the road, right? So median is the middle number. It's an odd number of numbers, so it's 5. So our middle number is 5,999. If I have an even number of numbers, I have to add the 2 middle numbers together, okay, and divide by 2. So like on this case, everybody, I look here, and we have 8 numbers. So I had to do so the middle right here is going to be, so quartile 2, so 300 is going to be between 300 and 350. So I add those 2 together, make sure everybody do those parentheses, so 350 plus 300, divide that by 2, I get 325, okay? So, and I know that I need to do this, everybody, because I have to find the outliers. I first have to find the quartiles and the boundaries. And then, so the middle numbers right here, remember, it's not one of our data numbers. So we're going to use that full lower half of the data. So I'm going to do 880 plus 300 and divide that by 2 to get 240. Okay, now I have quartile 1. And then I have to do the same thing, everybody, find quartile 3. So it's going to be halfway between 400 and 425. So I get 425 right here for quartile 3. Okay, now I can do my inner quartile range. Okay, so that's going to be, so for lower outlier, I have to find the lower boundary. So 1.5 times the inner quartile range minus quartile 1. Okay, so I do 1.5, 425, which is my quartile 3, minus 240, minus 240, I got $37.50. None of the prices for the tail lights are lower than that. So there's none, so no outliers. Okay, none of the prices are below $37.50. I do the same for the upper. Okay, so that's going to be inner quartile range. Okay, again, everybody, that inner quartile range times 1.5 plus quartile 3. So I'm going to add that, and I get $702.50. Okay, so there's no outliers because none of the taillight prices for the 1932 Ford are over $702.50.